He won't say it. He won't show it. Not at first. He'll laugh it off, change the subject, act like nothing's happening. But deep inside, there's a shift, a pull, a fire that's starting to burn in silence. Because whether he admits it or not, he's falling. Slowly, secretly, deeply. But men don't fall in love the way women do. And that's the first truth you need to understand if you want to stop waiting for signs and start owning the connection. Men fall in love with their minds before their hearts. They fall through respect before affection. They fall when they invest, not when they receive. And if you don't understand that, you'll keep giving your heart to men who never had the capacity to carry it. So what makes a man fall in love? Not beauty, not sex, not attention. Those things attract him. They might even keep him around for a while, but they don't anchor his soul to you. What makes a man truly fall is a woman who knows herself. A woman who respects herself so deeply that he can't help but rise to meet her standard. A woman who doesn't chase because she doesn't have to. You see, most women are taught to give more to receive love. Be more available, be more understanding, be more accommodating. But that's not how men bond. That's how they get bored. Because love, for a man, doesn't grow in comfort. It grows in challenge, in inspiration, in the energy of a woman who knows her worth so deeply, she doesn't need to prove it. He falls in love when you mirror the relationship he has with himself. When you reflect back the man he wants to be. Not by fixing him, not by healing him, but by being so grounded, so focused, so magnetic in your own energy that he sees his highest self in your presence. And that is rare. Because most women have been taught to perform for love, to audition, to shrink, to mold themselves around a man's needs just to feel chosen. And when you do that, you kill the mystery. You destroy the tension. And without tension, there's no fire. Without mystery, there's no chase. And without the chase, there's no falling. He doesn't fall for the woman who shows him she'll always be there no matter what. He falls for the woman who shows him that if he doesn't rise, she'll walk. He falls when you stop trying to be the perfect girlfriend and start being the most authentic version of yourself. When you stop sacrificing your needs just to keep him interested. When you stop waiting for his attention and start attracting it by living your life fully, with or without him. Men fall in love when they invest. When he's thinking about you, when he's texting first, when he's planning your next date, when he's wondering what you're doing. That's not you winning him. That's him winning you. And that's when the emotional bond starts to form. Not when you're overgiving, but when he's overthinking. The moment he starts to wonder what you're thinking, you've got him. But if you try to fast-track that process, if you smother him with attention, if you text too much, ask too many questions, always make yourself available, you kill the very tension that allows his feelings to deepen. Because a man doesn't fall in love with comfort, he falls in love with uncertainty. Not confusion, but the space to desire you, to reach for you, to miss you. That's what makes the masculine energy crave. He wants to chase. He wants to earn. He wants to feel like he had to become more of a man to hold on to you. But if you hand over your time, your body, your attention, and your emotions too quickly, he doesn't value it. He might appreciate it, sure. But appreciation is not obsession. And obsession is what you feel when someone has to work for something real. Men fall when they admire you, not when they pity you. So don't be the woman who over-explains, who tries to justify her boundaries, who sends long texts hoping he'll understand your worth through words. A high-value woman never explains her value. She embodies it. In silence, in her distance, in her energy. And when a man senses that you don't need him, but you're open to being chosen, his mind shifts. Because now he's not trying to impress you just to get your attention. He's trying to keep you. He's trying to prove that he's worthy of your energy. And that's when he falls. Not just for your body, not just for your smile, but for your essence. For the part of you that won't settle for less than real. You see, men are constantly faced with options. But what they remember are standards. That woman who smiled but didn't chase. That woman who laughed but didn't linger. That woman who flirted but had boundaries. That woman who didn't just look good, but made him feel like he had to level up to keep her. That's the woman he thinks about when he's alone. That's the woman who lives in his head long after the night ends. That's the woman he wants to come home to. Not because she begged, but because she never needed to. He falls in love when he feels safe, but also inspired. When your presence doesn't just comfort him, but challenges him. When you're soft, but not weak. When you're warm, but not desperate. When you care, but never abandon yourself to be cared for. And the fastest way to kill that potential is to give too much too soon. Let him come to you. Let him lead. Let him wonder where he stands. Not because you're playing games, but because you value your energy too much to throw it at someone who hasn't earned it. He falls for the woman who walks away when disrespected, who doesn't fear silence, who doesn't chase closure, who doesn't need constant validation, because that woman is whole, and a whole woman is irresistible. You want him to fall in love? Stop proving your worth. Start protecting it. Don't try to be nice. Don't try to be easy to love. Don't say yes just to be liked. Say no when it costs you your peace. Say no when his energy is inconsistent. Say no when he shows you he's not ready for a woman like you. Because every time you say no to less, you say yes to your value. And here's the twist. When he sees that strength in you, he doesn't run. He stays. He pays attention. He shows up. Because deep down, a real man is not afraid of your standards. He craves them. He wants to earn you. He wants to feel like choosing you is the best decision of his life. Not because you're available, but because you're unforgettable. So stop trying to make him love you. Start being the kind of woman who loves herself so deeply, so unapologetically, so fiercely, that he can't help but fall. Because that's how men fall in love. Slowly, deeply, in the silence between your texts, in the space between your yes and your no, in the energy you carry when you know you're the prize. He falls when you stop trying to make him. He falls when you rise.